So I'm going to take a break from the Kavanaugh stuff for a day. We'll get back into that tomorrow because I got more stuff to say about it. But I saw an article on my phone when I was at work that a woman was throwing water in men's paint in men's crutches on the bus when they were man-spreading. And I was like, oh, Christ. Then I come to find out that it wasn't water. It was watered down bleach. Which, like, that's a lot harsher than water. The whole water thing, I could almost be like, well, she's kind of an asshole. What are you gonna do? Bleach, however, is very different. Even diluted bleach, you know, that's still kind of a, it's kind of a caustic chemical. It says on the bottle that it's an irritant. Right? So I think her goal was just to stain their pants. But nevertheless, it's caustic chemical. Like, she could be brought up on charges for this. And from what I'm hearing, there happens to be, I don't know if he's a lawyer or a government official, but somebody in Russia who has enough power to kind of make these kind of, make demands. Whether or not they actually come to fruition or not, I have no fucking clue. But there's a guy who's saying that they want to ban feminism. This is where we're come to now. Feminists have gone so crazy that they've started now throwing bleach on people. Watered down bleach, to be fair. And now it's becoming a to-do. Hungary banned feminist studies. Now Russia wants to ban feminism. And I thought we were crazy. Yeah, we're pretty fucking crazy. But nevertheless, here's where it's going, ladies. Are you happy? Like, there's a saying called going past the tipping point, right? You push something up, and then you get to the tipping point. And if you continue to push, you're going to push it past the tipping point. And sure as shit, it goes down the other way, right? So women were oppressed, and they weren't allowed to work. They had to stay home with the kids, and they were baby factories, and this, that, and the other thing, when we needed women to have as many children as possible because there weren't enough of us. Just say that for what it is, but nevertheless, whatever. And then it got to the point where there was a whole lot of people, and now we don't really need women to make as many babies because we got too many fucking people as it is, right? So now all of the kind of restrictions have lessened. Women can work, women can vote, all this sort of thing. Great. Personally, I think great. We should all have equality of opportunity, right? Women should be able to do whatever they want to do within reason. Men should be able to do whatever they want to do within reason. Now, the within reason that I'm talking of is whenever you start to affect the lives of other people. Pouring a watered down irritant on the crotches of men, you are now affecting other people. Right? So now we're at the tipping point. And very nice young ladies like this are pushing the shit past the tipping point. Now what happens next? When it goes past the tipping point, you're going to have a backlash. People are going to start getting pissed. And they're not going to just get pissed at this one girl, because that's not how the world works, right? You can tell that in the all men are rapists viewpoint that so many people are starting to adopt here in this country. It isn't just focused on the one person who's being accused. It isn't just focused on the one person who's doing the deed. It all of a sudden becomes everybody involved. Because we like to paint with very broad brushes. We don't like pen brush work. Broad brushes, that's what we do. So now, here we are, right? So doubtless there may be some sort of, I mean, if there's a guy wanting to ban feminism, And sure as shit, most likely somebody is going to sue this lady. Or something. I mean, I don't know how the fucking Russian government works. She's going to wind up in some sort of deep, dark hole somewhere. Right? So, you know, I think this is fucking retarded. It's just stupid. Like, why would you do that? Now, honestly, if she was just pouring water on guys, yeah, it's stupid. Right? But you just kind of go, well, she's a dumb bitch. Dumb bitches are going to do what dumb bitches are going to do. What do you do? She decided to throw water on people. I wouldn't call that a particularly violent act. I wouldn't say that that's particularly bad. Yeah, it's inconvenient for the people who are getting water thrown in their crotches. Nevertheless, it's water. Water dries. You're not going to get hurt. Stop crying. Right? This is bleach! Watered down fucking bleach! It's very different. And... you know, the fuck are you thinking? Like, it isn't... Whatever. So, I did some digging into this fine young gal. And apparently, she's a Russian model. Right? Very attractive girl. And this is not the first stunt that she has performed. She has performed a previous stunt. Found her YouTube channel. I'm a proud subscriber because I can't wait to see the next time she posts a video, because oh boy, that's going to be interesting. But her other video, and she has 2 videos listed on her channel, only 1 video up. So I imagine that the pouring bleach on the fucking crotch, I imagine that that's privated, right? Probably because there might possibly be legal concerns there. Before we move on, well, one other thing. There was another nice lady who decided to go the route of this was all fake. She didn't say it was right. She didn't say it was good. She didn't say whatever. She said it was fake. Right? That this was all staged. First of all, why would you use watered down bleach if it was staged? That's pretty fucked up to do to the people that you are staging this with. Hey, I'm going to pour watered down bleach in your crotch a whole bunch of times in different places. I wouldn't agree to that, right? Secondly, if she staged this, she must know and have on board about 50 fucking men. It was scene after scene after scene after scene after scene of her doing this, and every one of them looked different. How the fuck do you stage that shit? Now, if she meant staged as in she decided to go to a specific place and do this specific thing, sure, I can get how you can argue that that's being staged. Being staged kind of implies that the men are involved somehow. I don't think that's the fucking case. So, let's all stop being fucking retarded, shall we? Moving on. The other stunt that she did, right? Apparently, upskirting is a problem with her. Problem with me too, right? I was Cedar Point. Well, it's not really an upskirting story, but it's still kind of a scummy motherfucking story. I was at Cedar Point. We're waiting in the line to go on a roller coaster, and there was a couple of guys who were taking pictures of the pretty girls in the line, and they were doing it. You know, they were trying to be very nonchalant about it, but you know, taking pictures of their ass and stuff like that. And it's like, what? First of all, what's wrong with you? With the amount of porn that's on the internet these days, taking a picture of a pretty girl in a line, that's some pretty hard up fucking shit. Second of all, what's the matter with you? Like, you don't notice that other people are watching you do this? You know? You don't think that maybe some gentleman is going to tap those ladies on the shoulder and say, hey, that scumfuck over there is taking pictures of you gals. Just thought you should know. You know, things happen. Whatever. Nevertheless, it's a scumfuck thing to do. So if you're the type of guy that does that, Pornhub, what's wrong with you? Moving on. So upskirting is a problem with her. She's very upset about it. Right? Not saying that that's incorrect. I'm just saying it's a problem with her. She's very upset about it. So, she decided to make, I don't know, a protest video, I guess, some sort, whatever, trying to highlight the problem of upskirting. It's difficult to rationalize in my mind. You'll find out why in a second. So what she did was, she went, again, to the subway. Very popular with this girl, the subway. She went to the subway and decided to stand in the terminals where all the people walk through. And she was wearing a dress. And as people walked through, she would just kind of randomly lift up her dress. So, she decided for a time to be a flasher in order to highlight the problem of upskirting pictures and whatnot. I do not believe that this had the desired effect. A lot of people watched the video. Almost 4 million people watched the video. Here's the funny thing. If you look at that like to dislike ratio, you see 11,000 people liked it and 22,000 people didn't like it. Twice as many dislikes as likes. And that's very odd to me for a video that has 4 million views, almost, that it would, A, have that low of a like to dislike ratio. But I imagine that's because at least 3 million of those views is guys masturbating to her ass. Because apparently nobody knows what the fuck Pornhub is. But nevertheless, you know, that's a byproduct, I believe. But yeah, it's intriguing to me that there's so many dislikes on it. Because usually you'd think that all the guys that decided to masturbate to her ass in this video would have at least tossed her a like. It's kind of fucked up. Men, what's wrong with you these days? You gotta throw out a like to your softcore porn gals on YouTube. Encourage them to do more of it, I guess. I don't know. But I read some of the comments, the ones that I could understand, because I don't read Russian. I don't speak Russian either, but nevertheless. And there was a lot of people saying things like, nice ass. I don't think that's the desired effect. Or, maybe it is. There was a lot of people saying what a dummy she is. Apparently a lot of women saying, you're making us look bad. Some people saying she should go to jail. Some people pointing out the fact that if a man was in the bus terminal wearing a dress and randomly picking that dress up, even wearing underwear, that motherfucker's going to jail. Right? It's indecent exposure. I think, depending on Russia's laws, I don't know. I think that kind of passes as indecent exposure here, but, you know, it's one of those things that you ladies get away with because nice ass, so who really cares, right? You're all very privileged to be able to be flashers. We can't be flashers. It's fucked up. Not that I want to be a flasher, but whatever. You know, it's just, it's one of those dumbass fucking things where it doesn't quite have the desired effect, but it does point out a lot of shit that you probably wish wasn't pointed out. Just saying. So, yeah. It's like I don't even want to go to the fucking internet browser on my phone ever, because this is where I see all this shit. Is whenever I go to the you know, whatever, the new tab thing and all that, and I look at these news stories and I'm just like, what the fuck now? So, another attention seeker looking for attention. And apparently flashing her ass got her a great amount of attention. Funny that. So now, because maybe it wasn't exactly the attention that she wanted, she has opted to throw diluted bleach in the crotches of men because they're man-spreading. But what really killed me about it is if you think manspreading is a problem, right? Then obviously the problem is guys are taking up too much space, right? They're somehow infringing upon female passengers by spreading their legs apart. Well, if that's your issue, then mayhaps you should punish the guys who are actually like doing that. She was going, I mean, a lot of these guys were sitting by themselves. I mean, it's not fucked up to sit there with your legs spread if you're the only fucking person in the row. What bad behavior are you attempting to correct? The other funny thing is, a couple of those scenes, I noticed that there were women taking up just as much space as the men, because they had bags and shit between their legs. So, she didn't throw anything nasty in their laps, so what the fuck? Like, it's just people that don't think beyond, oh, this is a great idea, I'm going to do this. And they don't think of what, you know, how am I going to look if I do this? Am I going to look fucking retarded? Probably. They don't see the inconsistencies because they're so focused on the goal. You know? They don't realize, oh, there's a guy who's manspreading. But there's nobody else next to him. He's not bothering anybody. They don't think that. They think, oh, I'm going to throw this shit on that dude. As far as they fucking go. The thought process. I don't get it. Whatever. But, hey, you know. Girls will be girls, right? Sorry. I had to. I don't know, man. I'm just tired of fucking covering rape allegations. Like, really is what it is. I'm just getting fucking exhausted with it. Like, it's killing me inside. I can't fucking deal with it anymore. Because it's like... I feel the pain of all these guys. I'm probably going to go into it at some other point. I have a far less severe example of this sort of thing. Just false accusations. Far less severe. It was never that bad. But, yeah, I have my own little personal story that I'll probably tell in the next video or some point. I don't know. But, yeah, just... like, you women. Just, like, just I'm not... not all of you. Not all of you are this stupid. But you all have it in you. And you all like to indulge from time to time. Right? You're not all this dumb. But you are all this dumb. It's just you don't always show that you're this dumb. I mean, we're all this dumb. But it just seems to be a lot more women have the fucking arrogance to do this kind of shit. You are all this dumb. Fucking from time to time you all do this dumbass shit. You get so worked up over dumb fuckery. It's a sickness. It's a goddamn sickness.